Over 60. Beat gout naturally. 11 foods that crush high uric acid in 30 days. You know, there's nothing quite like the simple pleasure of a good walk in the morning, feeling the sun on your face, or getting down on the floor to play with your grandkids without a second thought. But sometimes, our bodies have a different plan, don't they? One minute you're feeling just fine, and the next, well, you're sidelined by a sudden, sharp, throbbing pain in your big toe or your knee that just seems to come out of nowhere. It can feel so intense, so sudden, that it might even wake you up in the middle of the night. If that sounds familiar, my friend, you might be all too acquainted with gout. And if you are, you know it's about so much more than just a pain. It's about the frustration of plans canceled, the independence that feels like it's slipping away, and that nagging worry that this is just what getting older has to be. Well, I'm here today to tell you that it's not. It absolutely does not have to be your new normal. Those painful flare-ups are not a life sentence. They're a message from your body, and once we learn to understand that message, we can truly start to feel better. That message, more often than not, is about high levels of something called uric acid. Now, don't let that term scare you. We're not going to get bogged down in complicated medical jargon today. Think of it simply like this. Uric acid is a natural waste product in your blood. Normally, our kidneys do a wonderful job of filtering it out and we get rid of it. But after 60, things can change a bit. Our kidneys might not be quite as efficient as they once were. Or perhaps our diet over the years has contributed to a little too much of this uric acid building up. When there's too much, it can form into those tiny, needle-like crystals that settle in our joints. And that, right there, is the source of that terrible gout pain. For the longest time, the standard advice was just to avoid liver, sardines, and red meat, and that was about it. It felt like a life of deprivation. But what if I told you that the story doesn't end with what you shouldn't eat? What if the real, life-changing secret is in powerfully delicious foods you should be eating? Foods that actively help your body process and flush out that excess uric acid. Foods that can help calm inflammation and support your hard-working kidneys. That's exactly what we're going to talk about. In this video, we're going to explore 11 incredible, natural foods that can help you crush high uric acid. This isn't about a strict, miserable diet. This is about making simple, tasty swaps and additions to your meals that can lead to a noticeable difference in how you feel in as little as 30 days. It's about putting you back in the driver's seat of your own health. So, let's start with one of the simplest and most powerful tools we have, and it's probably sitting in your kitchen right now. I'm talking about water. Now, I can almost hear you saying, water. Really? That's it? But hear me out. Pure, simple water is like a miracle elixir for flushing out uric acid. When you're well hydrated, you're giving your kidneys the support they need to do their job effectively. It's like giving them a steady stream of help to wash away those waste products. Think of a river. After a heavy rain, the water flows strongly and carries debris away. That's what water does for your bloodstream. Now, I know that as we get older, our sense of thirst isn't always what it used to be. We might not feel parched, but our bodies still need that hydration. A good goal is to aim for about 8 glasses a day. Keep a glass or a bottle by your favorite chair. Have one with every meal, and maybe even set a little reminder for yourself. It's the easiest and most fundamental step you can take. And while we're on the topic of things that are liquid, let's talk about a real superstar, tart cherry juice. Now, this isn't the super sweet, sugary maraschino cherry juice you might be thinking of. I'm talking about 100% pure, unsweetened tart cherry juice, often from Montmorency cherries. The deep red color comes from powerful compounds called anthocyanins. These are what give the juice its remarkable ability to do two things beautifully: reduce inflammation and help lower uric acid levels. It's like a 1-2 punch against gout. Studies have shown that drinking tart cherry juice can actually reduce the risk of gout attacks. Now, a little goes a long way. You don't need to guzzle a giant glass. Just a small 4-ounce serving, about half a cup, each day can make a real difference. You can drink it straight, mix it into a smoothie, or even stir a little into your plain yogurt. It has a lovely, tangy flavor that's really quite refreshing. Now, from something you drink to something you can really sink your teeth into, let's move on to one of my favorite crunchy, satisfying vegetables: celery. Celery is a true friend to anyone looking to manage uric acid. For starters, it's about 95% water, so it's contributing to that hydration goal we just talked about. But it also contains compounds that seem to act as a mild diuretic, which encourages your body to produce more urine and, in doing so, helps flush out excess uric acid. It's a gentle, natural way to support your kidneys. And there's more. Celery is also rich in antioxidants that help fight inflammation. The best part, it's incredibly versatile. You can enjoy it raw with a little peanut butter or hummus as a snack. Chop it up into a tuna or chicken salad for a wonderful crunch, or add it to soups, stews, and stir-fries. It's a humble vegetable, but it packs a powerful punch for your health. And you know, making these changes doesn't have to feel like a chore. It's about adding in these wonderful, supportive foods, one at a time, and building habits that stick. Just by starting with these threes: staying well hydrated with water, adding a small daily serving of tart cherry juice, and incorporating more crisp, refreshing celery into your snacks and meals, you are already taking massive strides toward feeling better. And these are just the beginning. There are so many other delicious options waiting for us to explore, each with their own unique way of helping your body find its balance again. It's wonderful, isn't it, to think that something as simple as the food on our plates can be such a powerful ally. It really does put the control back into our own hands. Now, where were we? We've talked about the foundational power of water, the targeted help from tart cherry juice, and the crunchy, flushing goodness of celery. These are fantastic places to start, but the pantry of nature's remedies is far from empty. In fact, some of the most potent foods for managing uric acid are ones you might already have a loving relationship with. They're classics for a reason, and it turns out their benefits run even deeper than we might have known. Let's turn our attention to a true cornerstone of healthy eating, one that your doctor has probably been recommending for years for your heart: fatty fish. Now, I'm talking about fish like wild-caught salmon, mackerel, herring, and sardines. I can already see some of you raising an eyebrow, especially about the sardines, because older advice sometimes said to avoid them with gout. But the latest understanding is so fascinating. While these fish do contain purines, which break down into uric acid, they are also among the richest sources of something incredibly important: omega-3 fatty acids. And these omega-3 south are absolute rock stars when it comes to fighting inflammation. Remember, the excruciating pain of a gout attack isn't just from the crystals themselves. It's from your body's intense inflammatory response to those crystals. Omega-3's south work to calm that response down significantly. It's like they send in a peacekeeping force to soothe the angry swelling and redness. So, while there is a moderate amount of purines, the powerful anti-inflammatory action of the omega-3 south often makes it well worth including for most people. The key, as with all good things, is moderation. A serving about the size of your palm, twice a week, is a wonderful goal. Baking or grilling it with some lemon and herbs is a delicious way to enjoy it. If you're not a fan of fish, a high-quality fish oil supplement is a good topic to discuss with your doctor. Now, from the sea to the humble root vegetable cellar, let's talk about something that might surprise you: the simple potato. Now, I'm not talking about French fries or greasy chips, of course. I'm talking about a beautifully baked potato, or some boiled new potatoes tossed with a little olive oil and dill. Potatoes, along with their cousins like sweet potatoes and squash, are complex carbohydrates that are not only satisfying and full of energy, but they also have a very low purine content. This is important because it means they give your body steady fuel without contributing to the uric acid load. They're like a safe, reliable base for your meal. They're also a great source of potassium. Potassium is a mineral that is crucial because it helps your kidneys excrete uric acid more efficiently. It's like giving your kidneys the right tools to do their job better. So, don't be afraid of a good potato. Just enjoy it in its whole, unfried form, and your body will thank you for it. And while we're on the subject of potassium powerhouses, we absolutely must talk about the banana. Isn't it wonderful when one of the most convenient, portable snacks on the planet is also so good for you? Bananas are exceptionally high in potassium, which, as we just learned, is a key player in helping the kidneys flush out excess uric acid. They're also alkaline-forming in the body. While uric acid itself is an acid, an alkaline environment in your body can actually help uric acid stay dissolved in your blood, making it easier to be eliminated and preventing it from crystallizing into those painful needles in your joints. It's a simple, natural form of chemistry working in your favor. A banana a day is a fantastic habit. They're perfect mashed into some oatmeal for breakfast, blended into a smoothie, or just enjoyed on their own as that mid-afternoon pick-me-up. It's about building a symphony of support, isn't it? Each of these foods plays a slightly different note, reducing inflammation here, aiding excretion there, providing a safe energy source, and together, they create a harmony that helps your whole body function more smoothly. It's not about one magic bullet. It's about gathering a whole toolkit of delicious options. And we still have more wonderful tools to add to that kit. Foods that can transform your morning routine or become the centerpiece of a vibrant, satisfying salad. The journey to feeling better is filled with flavor, and we're just getting to some of the most exciting parts. It really is a journey of discovery, learning just how much the foods we've loved for a lifetime can truly love us back. We've built such a strong foundation already, from the flushing power of water and celery to the inflammation-fighting wonders of fatty fish and the potassium-packed benefits of potatoes and bananas. Each one is a step toward feeling more like yourself again. And now, let's round out our list with some of the most vibrant, flavorful, and downright powerful foods yet. These are the ones that can truly make your plate a celebration of good health. Let's start with a true giant in the world of nutrition. A vegetable so versatile and beneficial that it deserves a standing ovation. Broccoli. Now, I know, for some, broccoli might bring back memories of being told to finish your vegetables. But hear me out. Broccoli is a cruciferous superhero. It's very low in purines, so it's completely safe on that front. But its real magic lies in being incredibly alkaline forming. As we touched on with bananas, helping your body become more alkaline helps keep uric acid dissolved and mobile, ready to be escorted out by the kidneys instead of settling painfully in your joints. It's also packed with vitamin C, which is a key player we'll talk about in just a moment. The best way to enjoy broccoli is lightly steamed or roasted with a little garlic and olive oil. This preserves its nutrients and brings out a wonderful, almost nutty sweetness that might just make you see it in a whole new light. And speaking of vitamin C, let's give a warm welcome to the humble bell pepper. While oranges often get all the credit, brightly colored bell peppers, especially the red and yellow ones, are actually one of the richest dietary sources of vitamin C you can find. And vitamin C is a real friend to anyone managing uric acid. Numerous studies have shown that vitamin C can significantly help the kidneys excrete uric acid. It's like it gently encourages the kidneys to work a little more efficiently, filtering out more of that excess waste. They add such a wonderful crunch, color, and sweetness to any meal. Chop them up into strips for a snack with hummus, dice them into a morning omelet, or stir-fry them with some chicken and a splash of low-sodium soy sauce. They're a joy to eat and a powerhouse of support. Now, let's talk about a food that might seem surprising on this list, but its benefits are so profound it simply couldn't be left out. I'm talking about the humble, hearty lentil. Now, I can sense a little confusion here. But wait, you might be thinking, I thought beans and legumes were high in purines. This is a common misunderstanding. While lentils do contain some purines, they are considered to be a low to moderate purine source. And more importantly, they are packed with so much fiber, protein, and nutrients that their overall benefit far outweighs the minimal risk for most people. That fiber is crucial. A diet rich in fiber helps to slow down the digestion and absorption of nutrients, which can prevent spikes in uric acid. It also helps you feel full and supports a healthy gut, which is the foundation of so much of our overall health. A warm, comforting bowl of lentil soup on a cool day is not just good for the soul. It's a direct investment in your well-being. And finally, we come to our last, but certainly not least, food. This one is a bit of a two-for-one, and it's all about what you drink with your meals. Let's talk about the milk family specifically. Low-fat dairy like milk, yogurt, and kefir. Research has consistently shown that consuming low-fat dairy products is associated with a lower risk of gout attacks. It's believed that a protein called casein and a component called milk-fat globule membrane, MFGM, in dairy have a strong uricoseric effect. That's just a fancy way of saying they help the kidneys get rid of uric acid. It's like sending in a specialized cleanup crew. Opting for low-fat or skim versions is key, as the saturated fat in full-fat dairy can potentially be counterproductive. A daily serving of plain, low-fat yogurt with some berries and a drizzle of that tart cherry juice we talked about earlier is a perfect, delicious, and incredibly supportive breakfast or snack. And there you have them. 11 powerful, natural, and delicious foods that can help you take control of your uric acid levels and say goodbye to those painful gout flare-ups. From water and cherries to lentils and yogurt, it's not a list of restrictions. It's a pantry full of possibilities. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about adding one of these foods in this week and maybe another one next week. Each small choice is a victory. Each healthy meal is a step toward more pain-free days, more energy for those walks, and more moments on the floor with your grandkids without a worry in the world. You have the power to make a profound difference in how you feel. Your body has an amazing ability to heal and find balance when we give it the right support. Here's to your health, to your vitality, and to living your best life every single day. If you've tried any of these foods and noticed a difference, I'd love to hear about your experience in the comments below. Your story could be the encouragement someone else needs to start their own journey. If you found this helpful, please give the video a like. And be sure to subscribe and hit that bell for more simple, natural ways to thrive after 60. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.